This video is about the brand new Epson Pro Cinema LS9000 home theater projector. Now, this new model takes what made Epson's LS12000 so popular and brings that same core performance down to a lower price point while still delivering impressive results. Now, in this guide, we'll break down what makes this LS9000 such a compelling addition to Epson's Pro Cinema lineup and why we expect it to become one of the most popular projectors available for just under $4,000. With a motorized lens and memory presets, Epson's 3-chip 3LCD imaging system, and 2200 lumens of brightness, this LS9000 packs a serious punch for the price. We were really excited to get our hands on an early sample and see how Epson's engineers managed to deliver this level of quality and flexibility without pushing it out of reach. To start, the new Epson LS9000 maintains the same compact form factor as the LS12000 at around 20 inches wide, 18 inches deep, and 8 inches high. It weighs only 28 pounds, features a matte black finish, feels solidly built, and comes with a 3-year warranty. Inside, they've engineered the fans to operate at a maximum of just 30 dB and as low as 22 dB in eco mode. That's quieter than most ambient room noise. Now, we've spent countless hours testing projectors in our home theater lab, and we always evaluate fan noise since it can influence where you will want to place your projector. After stress testing the new LS9000, we were amazed at just how quiet the fans actually ran. It's easily one of the quietest projectors we've ever tested. We've also found in our testing that projectors vary greatly in light output from the closest throw distance to the furthest for the same size screen. Epson, like many, does drop light output as you tend to move it back, so it's great to see the fan noise so quiet, which will enable you to place it at its closest throw distance range for the most light output without bothering any of the people in the room. As a matter of fact, we put all of the projectors that we carry through these paces, and you can see in our free projector setup tool how the positioning will influence the light output. Now, the LS9000 features a high-quality 15-element precision glass lens and powered focus, zoom, and lens shift capabilities. The lens cover is also motorized and automatically slides open when the projector powers on. Having a fully motorized lens at this price point is a really big deal, especially considering that many projectors in this range will rely on manual adjustments. Now, with those manual adjustments on other projectors, you often have to stand at the projector and physically rotate the lens while someone else calls out from the screen to let you know when it's in focus. With the LS9000, you can fine-tune everything from focus to zoom to lens position using just the remote from anywhere in your room. It makes the setup so much easier, so much faster, and far more precise. Additionally, the LS9000 offers 10 motorized lens memory presets, which let you save and instantly recall different combinations of zoom, focus, and lens shift settings. This is especially useful if you're using a widescreen 2.4 projector screen. For example, you can set one memory for standard 16:9 content and another for widescreen movies, then switch between them with just the press of a button on your remote. There's no need to manually adjust the lens every single time you change aspect ratios. So if you've ever dreamed of recreating that cinematic ultra-wide experience at home, lens memory is a key feature that you're going to want to look for. We've put together a detailed article and video about how you can enjoy widescreen movies in your home theater, including screen recommendations and setup tips. So if that's something that you're considering, we highly recommend checking it out. I will link it all down below. Now, when it comes to installation, the LS9000 has plenty of flexibility built right in. With up to plus or minus 96% vertical and plus or minus 24% horizontal lens shift, you can mount it well above, below, or slightly off to the side of your screen and still get a clean, properly aligned image. The wide throw ratio of 1.35 to 2.84 also means it works well in both smaller rooms and larger dedicated theaters. However, if you can, we always suggest that you mount it centered on the screen with the lens right at the top of the screen in height. Now, moving on, the LS9000 features a fixed phosphor laser light engine that eliminates moving parts in the light path, resulting in quieter operation, lower heat output, and improved long-term reliability. Epson uses this solid-state laser diode across its entire Pro Cinema lineup, and the LS9000 continues that tradition with a refined design rated for 20,000 hours of maintenance-free performance and outputs a solid 2200 lumens of color and brightness. This system that Epson has engineered is really truly something special. So to start, inside, laser light is converted to white, split into red, green, and blue using dichroic mirrors and passed through Epson's 3-chip 3LCD imaging system, the same chip used in the LS12000. And unlike single chip designs, this architecture displays 100% of the RGB color signal in every frame without any color wheel artifacts like rainbowing. It also avoids brightness loss and color distortion that can occur with other display technologies. Now from there, a dual axis shifting glass plate and 4 magnetic voice coil mechanisms, which operate at 240 cycles per second, effectively paint pixels into a full resolution 4K image with over 8.29 million addressable pixels on the screen. This high-speed pixel shifting allows the LS9000 to deliver 4K resolution on screen from 1080p transmissive panels. On paper, native 4K might sound better, but Epson's method produces an image that will make you think you are seeing a native 4K projector that has incredible light output for its cost. That extra brightness makes a big difference in rooms with some ambient light, or for viewers who just want bold, vivid visuals without the projector running really hot or loud. Now, this is a step above Epson's older 4K Pro UHD system found in models like the LS800 or Pro Cinema 4050, which only produced around 4.15 million pixels on screen. Now, moving on, another big factor that we found to be great to hear is that every part of this shifting system is engineered in-house by Epson. The panels, the lens, the optical engine, and even the motion system are all designed, built, and assembled within Epson's own factories. This level of control ensures consistency and quality that is pretty rare in consumer projectors. Now, we will also point out here that compared to the LS12000, the LS9000 does use fewer laser modules to help reduce cost, but you still get the same fast power on capabilities, consistent brightness, and long-term stability that set Epson's laser projectors apart from lamp-based alternatives. It's a really smart balance between performance, efficiency, and real-world usability, especially for dedicated theaters or rooms where brightness and reliability are really going to matter the most. Now, all of this great technology and engineering that I just went over doesn't really mean a whole lot if the projector can't produce a bright, lifelike image that looks natural to your eyes. A big piece of that puzzle comes down to the picture processor inside this projector. And even though the LS9000 is more budget friendly, Epson still includes extremely advanced video processing with its 32-bit ZX picture processor. This chip handles color, contrast, HDR, frame interpolation, and resolution enhancement. And while this ZX processor inside is quite impressive, we will note here that if you do want to get dynamic tone mapping and enhanced black detail, you will need to step up to Epson's Q series projectors, which start at almost double the cost. Now, inside with support for 4K resolution, HDR10, HDR10+, and HLG, this LS9000 delivers excellent dynamic range and really smooth motion. We tested our unit in our home theater lab where we run every projector that we sell through a consistent set of evaluations under some controlled conditions. We also then test it in real-world spaces to see how projectors handle some ambient light. After initial setup and calibration of the LS9000, we played some of our favorite demo scenes through the new Kaleidoscape Strato E. Now, the first thing that we noticed was just how bright and vibrant the image looked coming from this projector and how well it actually handled motion, even in some fast-paced action scenes. We then opened up the blinds and the picture still held up really well with solid contrast and no obvious washout. That 2200 lumens provides enough output for rooms with some ambient light, but if you can darken your space, the LS9000 really does shine. Everyone on our team who saw it assumed that we were actually using a projector that cost far more than the price point of this LS9000. You get clean motion, strong brightness, and no rainbowing or color breakup. If you've experienced motion blur, jitter, or rainbow artifacts with other projectors, the LS9000 offers a noticeably more refined and consistent image. Now, for gamers, the LS9000 includes HDMI 2.1 ports with full support for 4K at 120 Hz. It has very low input lag, making it a great choice for casual gaming and even responsive enough for many first-person shooters. You'll get really smooth, high frame rate performance when paired with the latest gaming consoles or PCs. And installation professionals and advanced users will really love to hear that the LS9000's broad compatibility with all major control systems is included, also including Control 4. There's also support for IP control, RS-232, 12-volt trigger output, and network-based remote monitoring. Inputs include 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, USB for power and firmware updates, LAN, RS-232C, and a 12-volt trigger. While both the Epson Pro Cinema LS9000 and the LS12000 share the same 8.3 megapixel 4K3 LCD imaging system, laser light source, and HDMI 2.1 support for 4K 120 Hz, there are a few important distinctions that do set them apart. The LS12000 is brighter of the two, delivering 2700 lumens versus 2200 lumens in this LS9000. It offers a higher native contrast ratio too, which is 5000 to 1 compared to the 1800 to 1 in this LS9000, resulting in deeper blacks and more dynamic image quality in dark scenes. Another key difference is the lens shift flexibility. Both models offer the same generous vertical lens shift, but the LS12000 provides a wider horizontal shift range at plus or minus 47% compared to the 24% on the LS9000. This makes the LS12000 easier to position in rooms where the projector needs to be mounted further off center, and it also includes a bracket and cable cover in the box, which the LS9000 does not include. Now, using our home theater projector tool, you can compare the LS9000 to the LS12000 to see how each model fits into your specific layout. Both offer the same vertical placement range like I said, but the extra horizontal shift on the LS12000 may be important depending on your room design. And if you're unsure, our home theater experts are always available to help walk you through the details and find the perfect fit for you. So in short, the LS12000 is the higher performance model, offering more brightness, better contrast, and greater installation flexibility. But this new LS9000, however, still delivers excellent image quality and shares the same advanced processing and HDR support at a significantly lower price, making it a fantastic value for dedicated home theaters. If you're considering the Epson LS12000 but want to save some money, then you should go with this LS9000, which offers nearly all the same performance at so much lower price. Overall, the Epson Pro Cinema LS9000 is a standout addition to Epson's lineup, and we think it's one of the best options available for under $4,000 for a home theater projector. Now, if you do need more help determining whether this is the right fit for you and your theater, reach out to our team of projector experts at audioadvice.com. We'd be more than happy to walk you through screen pairings, room layout, and installation tips to help you get the best performance possible. Or you can always stop by one of our award-winning showrooms where you can see and experience the products for yourself. And remember, when you purchase your gear from Audio Advice, we do offer lifetime expert support and a price guarantee. Now, I hope this video has been helpful to you, and if it has, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.